Hey, we're doing a Discord live.
Yeah.
What is that? What is it? What the hell are we doing?
It's on Discord live.
Okay.
On Tuesday, we're going to be doing a live Q&A with the members of our Discord server. So the link is in the description right now where you can join us on Discord. We have our own SDPN Discord server, and we're checking in with the people. You can leave a bunch of questions in the questions channel on the server. Adam's going to read through them. We're going to converse with you live as well, and we'll all be there hanging out for an hour, 7 p.m. Eastern, this coming Tuesday. I believe that's the 16th at 7 p.m. on our Discord. Probably going to run for like, I don't know, 45 to an hour. Just hang out and chat.
Live!
And if you want to ask a question, obviously, you know, we would love to see it, but a prerequisite for every question is a compliment for me. So if you don't compliment me, your question won't get read. And I just want to be upfront about the facts about how this goes.
The bigger the compliment, the more aggressive the question.
Yes.
I believe we installed...
What are you going to face reality? Adam's handsome. Anyway.
We installed an AI filter that if you don't leave a compliment for Adam, it automatically won't post your question.
Yeah.
So you need the compliment in there for your question to get onto the channel.
It's the only AI thing that Steve's okay with.
Yes.
Which is great. So we'll see you Tuesday.
I like Al and I.
Tuesday, 7 p.m.
We're giving you like 72 hours here to figure out what kind of compliment you're going to give me. Lucky you. You're welcome.
SDP, the Steve Dangle Podcast, with your hosts, Steve Dangle, Adam Wilde, and Jesse Blake.
Let's go! All right, Jesse's got an oh yeah! Or in NBA circles known as who he play for.
Yes.
But this one is, the interesting thing about coming back from free agency in the summer is that it's players that you know.
Yep. But you forgot.
Who he played for is players that you don't know.
Yeah.
But Jesse, what do we got here?
Justin, whenever you're ready. That is...
Oh, yeah!
That is Corey Perry in a property of the Los Angeles Kings practice jersey.
Listen.
Weird.
He's a king.
Sacrilege.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I just want to say, like, I find it so funny that, like, he's playing for the Kings in Los Angeles now when he used to play for the Ducks of outer Los Angeles for so many years.
I know.
It's so crazy.
You shouldn't do this. Like, this is disrespectful to every Ducks fan out there.
I mean, his commute is so much shorter now.
Like...
I guess. What do you mean?
Well, because, you know, he used to live in outside LA. Now he's inside LA. Now he's like crypto.com LA, not Orange
Then
County.
he couldn't also just live near the arena in Anaheim.
Nah.
I don't know enough about LA to have an opinion on this, other than I took a few drives there and they were all awful.
What if he lived near Anaheim?
I watched someone just get out of their car.
And walk?
Yeah, no, they just got out of their car and stretched. And... You ever done that? You ever been in traffic so bad?
No.
I took off my coat once, so I was like, I'm hot. I got out and took off my coat.
Experience with LA traffic is the intro to La La Land, where they are stuck in traffic and everybody gets out and they do a dance routine.
No, that just happens in real life without the dancing.
I mean, there are a lot of performers there. You can see it's conceivable that in Los Angeles they'd be able to pull that off.
I think it was a documentary.
Yes, it was.
Here's my headshot.
As an aside, how do we feel about La La Land a few years on? Because I always feel like, you know, there's movies that get like Oscar buzz and everybody's like, this is the greatest movie of all time. Then a few years later, like Benjamin Button, people are like, this movie sucks. What's the thought on La La Land?
I love
7
La La
years
Land.
later. Do you love La La Land?
That's an all-timer for me. In terms of like musicals, it's definitely up there.
My take is Jesse's, because I have not seen it.
What?
So
that's
okay. It's
You're
a movie.
The wrong
of
person.
Course I haven't.
Yeah,
Ryan Gosling's character in real life would be insufferable, though, right? Like, I only like jazz.
That's why she doesn't like him. Like in the end, they're
because he's insufferable.
Yeah, like that's a part of his character is being insufferable jazz guy, just being like, look, I love jazz. Look how cool I am.
Yeah.
Oh, did he go back in time and invent it?
No.
He's just a fan of it. And like at the beginning, he's playing in an '80s cover band and stuff like that. And he's like, I'm just not like musically fulfilled.
Jazz is real.
And the jazz is jazz. I would play the jazz, and I'm gonna put a jazz club. It's like.
But that's
I'm like,
that's
you are
his
not
character.
my people, dude. Like,
that is who he's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I think he plays it well.
I like jazz. Sometimes the people that are like that with music, gatekeepers,
I think
yuck.
We transitioned perfectly from a conversation about Corey Perry to someone who is insufferable.
Yeah, didn't we? And without mentioning Corey Perry.
Absolutely perfect.
It's great.
Was it a 2-year deal? How much time has he got?
No,
It couldn't.
surely not.
Okay.
That was a guess.
Hold
by
on.
the
We
way.
should play a game called How Much He Make.
How much he made? Oh, I have no clue.
I'm going to say 2.15 million. And I think he got a 2-year deal.
I'm gonna. There's no way he got
Because I think there was a bidding war on him. I think he got a second year.
2 times 2.5.
It's a 1-year deal.
Son of a gun.
$2 million. And if you remember, all of it's in bonuses. The majority of it. It's $500K at 10 games, $250 at 20, 30, 40, and 50 games, $125 for a round 1 win, $250 for a round 2 win, $125 for a round 3 playoff win. So, yeah, $2 million base salary and then $2 million in performance bonuses. So Corey Perry could make $4 million bucks.
$4 million.
If like the Kings go deep.
The funniest way for this to end is they miss the playoffs. It's not going to happen. I think they're too good, but that is the funniest.
Are they
It
that
could
much-
happen.
They signed a lot of guys, and I'm like, I'm not sure that you're going to get one extra win this year.
Didn't they? No, they had. So now that we're in oh yeah season, we spent some time on the San Jose Sharks. And they were full of oh yeahs. The Kings are bountiful with oh yeahs because if I remember correctly, they rebuilt their decor in a race to the middle.
What are you gonna say it?
Oh, I have no idea who's on their decor. I just remember us all being like it's mid.
Are you gonna say it?
Cody Ceci.
Cody,
The big
Ceci.
signing of the offseason, they signed Cody Ceci to a 4-year deal, $4.5 million per season.
Cody Ceci's been making $4 million
You're
for the
telling
last
me
10 years.
you're real confident they're making the playoffs?
Buddy, I'm telling you. I
And
don't
what
think
is
they
it
get
gonna-
an extra win. I don't think they're any better this year.
5 straight losses to Edmonton? Is that what they want to do?
Every time I'm like,
Jesse.
there's no Illuminati, I find out about the amount of money that Cody Ceci makes, and I am forced to believe that he is in it.
But to be fair, Ken Holland is the GM there, and he was the GM at Edmonton when they acquired Cody Ceci. So Ken Holland's clearly, you say Kyle Dubas loves his guys. I mean, would you
If
not
we're doing to be fairs, Ceci was a significant piece, I guess, on 2 Stanley Cup finals.
He was not, actually. He was scratched.
He played in the finals.
Yeah, and scratched. First year for Philip Broberg, who took over, and then they didn't sign him.
And then he wasn't there last year. He was in San Jose.
Yeah.
Or no, he wasn't. He was in Dallas.
Oh, yes, one finals team, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I guess finals in conference finals. Yeah, bro. What? How?
Still the worst post season press conference I've ever seen is Kyle Dubas defending the Cody Ceci stuff.
No, you know what was worse?
I don't know why we have to have a referendum on
That
Cody
wasn't
Ceci.
postseason. That was like a month in.
To the season?
If I remember correctly, it was like a month in.
Oh.
And we were all like, Kyle. Qu'est-ce que c'est? What are you doing?
Look at the Pens defense, man. A guy can't build defense. He can build offense, though.
Not for anything.
Adam's doing a little bit of rewriting history.
Oh.
Cody Ceci played 6 games in the finals against the Panthers.
Still got
The
scratched.
24 season.
So he got scratched one of the games.
Yeah.
Adam was right.
That's right.
Let's not
By the letter of the law.
act like
Adam
it was in 2
nailed it.
games.
Thank you.
The guy played in the finals against Florida. Cody Ceci played 17 minutes a night, 15, 18, 17, 19, 18.
I'm losing
Maybe
my
these
mind.
coaches know a little bit more than us.
Did they win?
They won 3 of those games.
They didn't win, though.
And Cody Ceci was in all of them.
Didn't win,
He
though.
is, to me, one of the least explainable players in the NHL. Like, there are players I like. There are players I don't like. There's players the analytics like. There's players that
They don't
the
like,
analytics don't like. But I'm able to look at the analytics and be like, okay, here's why they're great at that. Here's why they get great numbers. Here's why they're flawed. Evan Bouchard. Evan Bouchard's defensive metrics are... Shut up. Please stop. Please
He
stop
did
it.
take
We're-
better care of the puck in the
Can we all act like we're grown-up stalking? That's enough.
That's
he's actually really good defensively.
Regular season Evan Bouchard defense, I will not. This indefensible.
Evan Bouchard is great defensively, and I'm 165 pounds. What are we doing?
He was better in the playoffs.
That's-
in the regular
that's-
season.
that's
That's a
too
small.
light.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm 180. Do people even believe that? Anyway. Yeah. What is my lie weight? I need to find out my lie weight so I can lie about it. Anyway, where was I going with all that? Yeah, and there are players who are analytical nightmares, but I'm like, here's why they're fine though. Here's why coaches like them. I don't know why coaches like
I think Cody Ceci is an NHL player. What I have never understood is why everybody thinks he's a top 4 guy.
So is
pay him like a top four guy, they play him
Dallas
like
a
a
good
top four
team?
guy.
His name is Guy.
Is Dallas a good team? Do they have good defense? Cody Ceci
Generally.
was a part of that
Their
defense.
right side-
He didn't miss a game in the playoffs.
The
last
right side was a nightmare.
They,
Labushkin Ceci.
trusted him 20 minutes out there every single night in the playoffs, and they went 3 rounds.
I don't know if they trusted him. They just had to play him.
Yeah, because the general manager trusted him, and they made that decision.
He got his coach fired, Jesse.
Yeah.
man,
No,
I
he
made
didn't do
that
that.
up.
That's not
I
fair.
did- no,
That's
no.
not fair.
So, okay, you're pointing out that good results tend to follow him.
Yes.
And I'm not denying that.
Right.
What I am simply explaining is I don't know how we get there.
Do you think
I don't
the
know how he
results
gets there.
would be better if somebody not named Cody Ceci was in the positions that he's been given?
Like, you think it's a name brand issue with me? Or
No, he's
No,
saying,
I'm saying, like, do you think if he has a equivalent, like, replacement level player, do you think somebody else is getting them a little further if he's in that position? Because I think he's shown enough post Toronto that he's decent enough to.
Hey, you know who
at
I
least
fucking played with,
float
I
Jesse?
think so.
Jesse, who has he played with?
a lot of different.
McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, Corey Perry, all the great killers on the Oilers. And then last year, he played with I'm so fucking mad Mikko Rantanen against the Colorado Avalanche, who scored every goal. If Mikko Rantanen is not in that series, Colorado fucking sweeps Dallas. I'm sorry, it ain't Cody Ceci.
I'm not arguing that Cody Ceci is the reason
Success
they
has
won.
not followed him. He just
I'm
happened to be
saying
playing with
that
the best players on earth.
I'm saying that Cody Ceci has turned himself into a solid replacement level defenseman where if you need 19, 18 minutes a night on your right side in your bottom 2 pairings, Cody Ceci can give you that for what is now becoming a very decent price on the salary cap. $4.5 million isn't $4.5 million of
4
last
years?
year's. But he can give you just want minutes eater. He's not going to get you in trouble anymore. He's learned how to just play his position.
He'll get you in trouble.
Cody Ceci's become a decent defenseman.
So, like,
He won't get you in trouble on a Tuesday night in San Jose. He'll get you in trouble in the playoffs.
I'll give you an example.
I don't know
of
if that's true anymore.
I'll give you an example of a guy who I think had a brilliant career as a non-sexy defenseman. He didn't play a sexy game. Quinn Hughes, Cale Makar, that's sexy hockey. Jay Bouwmeester. That guy would just 8 minutes, skate around, cover a lot of ice, blah, blah, blah. Ask me what Ceci does well. Does he have a bomb of a shot? No.
Well, maybe.
Is he an
you want
unreal
that shot
passer?
to hit the boards.
Yeah, it's hitting anywhere but the net unless it's game 7. It's the strangest phenomenon I've ever seen. He's not a particularly good passer. He's not a particularly good skater. He's not particularly tough. Even Jacob Trouba, you're like, okay, what's the allure here? And then he murders someone, and you're like, oh, that's why. I don't understand the allure here. And this is the most mid-September segment we've ever
here's
done.
the deal. Here's the deal.
Okay.
It's okay. All right. Is Ceci's talent level comparable to Simon Benoit, if we're pulling a leaf?
I think
In and around.
Cody Ceci has a better career.
Certainly a better career.
Miles away
Miles
from
and miles
Benoit.
better.
But is that I'm just asking skill. Is there a huge skill gulf between Simon Benoit? Because here's the thing.
I
would say is that Cody has always been an NHL player. I've never not said. But what I have always said is your value in, dollars in for what you are getting is amongst the lowest.
I don't deny anything he's accomplished, but 4 times 4.5?
Ken Holland's a madman.
It's a little high.
You're part of a secret
It's a
society.
little rich.
Yeah.
You're part of a secret society, 100%.
And this is not...
Justin.
Listen, good for him.
Can you bring this up? Throw this on the screen. This is Cody Ceci's career playoffs game log. This is a guy who throughout a very long
15th overall pick, Jesse.
very long NHL career, 6'3", 210, right-handed defenseman.
Every goddamn
He's got
time.
106 playoff games in his career, and a large majority of that is playing 20-plus minutes a night. He's been relied on by the best teams in the NHL for a decade now in his career, and I think Edmonton fans would agree with me that we need to give this player some grace in that coaches in the NHL trust him out there in the most high leverage situations in the game we have today. Look how much game time he's played for the Edmonton Oilers in the playoffs, and they've been very successful. And then the Dallas Stars did the same thing.
Off the top of my head, he's been to the conference final or further 3 times. Which is insane.
Okay, Jesse, we'll get the BetMGM odds up. Are you putting $2 on Norris votes for Ceci? Just got to get a Norris vote.
Stop.
Got to get one.
Stop it. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. He's a decent defenseman if you need somebody on your bottom right pair.
Right. Dude, it's 4 times. So,
they've got, by the way, they already have Joel Edmondson on their bottom pair. So they're going to have an Edmondson Ceci bottom pair, which
it's not
fans. I can't wait to see your tweets this year. I want to, nom, give me all that. I used to think the Kings were going in the right direction.
No.
I thought 2 years ago, I'd have been like, that is the next team in the West.
I think Quentin Byfield's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made us think that.
Justin's wearing a Kings hat.
I know. They got sick jerseys.
Big Ceci guy
Great
there,
place
Justin?
to live.
Love
the big Ceci guy.
Love Ceci.
What's the best part of his game?
You know, just how perfectly imperfect he is.
No.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy.
You know.
Give him that.
Those players are fun too.
He's big.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
And he
Ish.
skates ish.
Doesn't really
And he
hit.
shoots
Doesn't
ish.
really take the body. You know, I love that.
It's funny because he's not like overly big. Yeah,
No.
he's not. He doesn't have any of the great skills, but
The Leafs
he's kind of okay in
used
everything.
to dress him and Justin Hall in their top 4, and we wonder why they lost to Columbus. Like, I can't. It's crazy, and it's not because they're not great people. It's not because they're not NHL caliber defensemen. It's because they were dressed in the top 4, and we were told, "No, you're dumb. You don't know enough about numbers to know how genius we are here at the Toronto Maple Leafs." And I have to say, both of those guys are big boys. Isn't Justin Hall like 6'5"?
Not
No.
6'5", but he is big.
4? He's a
big
big boy.
6'3".
Okay, so they get 2 big boys, and neither of them
Too
take the
big
body.
for nothings. Yeah.
6'4" actually. Justin.
Ceci, oh, wow. There you go. Ceci went to the Final Four with Ottawa in 2017. Went to the Final Four with Edmonton in 2022. Went to the Stanley Cup Final with Edmonton in 2024. And he went to the Final Four with Dallas last year. He's been to the Final Four 4 times with 3 different teams. That's crazy. Like, you simply can't deny that.
Can't argue with it.
You cannot deny that. I am not trying to deny that. What I am simply saying is I cannot, for the life of me, explain it.
I wonder if we put too much stock into the 56 games he played as a Toronto Maple Leaf.
I've watched him play with the Senators too,
objectively
Jesse.
not great.
And I watched a lot of that Edmonton run, and he
Stop.
was not great.
When the Leafs got him, Sens fans roundly said LMAO.
Yeah.
They thought it was the funniest
That's
damn
true.
thing.
And when the Leafs re-signed him, like because he was an RFA.
Yeah.
And then
That's
people
when,
were like, "Are you serious? You're not serious."
that is the moment, by the way, Dubas lost his shine. Because that trade happened, and the number one thing all Leaf fans thought that day, they're flipping him. There's no way they're going to keep him because it doesn't make any sense. And that, it looks like they're keeping him. He's going to be in the opening night lineup. He's playing with Morgan Riley.
Yeah.
Dubas is defending him in the media, unprompted.
Right.
And then he was just a Leaf for that whole year.
They played him in the wrong position. Like, no way he
On
should
the
be
team?
No way
No,
he should be in the
been,
first pair.
He should have been. He should have been third pair.
Yeah.
That would have been fair.
Yeah.
Limit the guy's minutes. He can be effective. He does in his best moments take care of the puck. The issue with him, I always thought, was doesn't take the body all that much and doesn't really headman the puck very well.
there
like
are
the problem
guys-
with the Leafs defense, like dating back to like Roman Polak, is we got an entire right side of guys who are like, oh shit, the puck's on my stick, I'm going to melt.
There's panic in their eyes.
You remember Martin Marincin when he got the puck?
Oh, no one was happy about it.
No, but
Maybe the other team.
if he had to stop you from a zone entry,
yeah.
it was great.
He was great, but if you got that zone entry, it's fuck, I hadn't planned on that. Oh no! But okay, I'll give you an example. Ben Sherratt, not a Ben Sherratt guy,
Yeah.
but I understand it.
Valuable in the playoffs as a third pairing defenseman, or when he was with Montreal, great with Shea Weber because Shea Weber was all world.
Yeah, he'll simply beat you with a hacksaw.
Yeah.
And hockey guys will defend him, and they'll be like, "He's good, and here's why he's good." I don't think I've ever heard that with Cody Ceci.
No, you don't hear the Chicklets guys going, "Cody's the guy." Cody's our dude.
No,
I want to hear from Ken
Here's
Hall.
what he does.
Yeah.
No, he just sort of gets contract after contract after contract, and you're like, this player sucks, and his team is now going to suck, and then they do well.
I want to hear from Ken Holland. I want to hear Ken Holland's opinion on Cody Ceci because there's clearly something he sees there.
Hey, Ken, you signed him till he's 36. What do you think?
Is there a value sometimes to just knowing what you got and just being like, hey, it's maybe not spectacular, but at least I know.
Yes.
I mean, he's not. The thing about NHL guys, I think, too, is we have to remember they don't like surprises, man.
Okay,
They fucking hate surprises. But they don't want a guy. They don't want Jake. Like, you oldies. You know who I'm talking to.
Olds.
You loved Jake Gardner. You fucking loved Jake Gardner. Well, yeah, man. Jake Gardner last played for the Leafs like 6-7 years ago, man.
Oh, God.
And
Your
and
uncle
so
loved Jake Gardner.
Jake Gardner at the time, and people forget this, was like an analytics darling.
Is
And
Jake
he could
Gardner Unc?
skate? Well, he is now. Skate like the wind, and then every 5 or so games, it was inexplicably the dumbest defensive play you've ever seen. And then in the playoffs, that increased to every other game.
No player betrayed your faith more than Jake Gardner.
Right. And so I loved Jake Gardner, but I also knew Jake Gardner stunk on defense, right? It was just sort of, but they could show you numbers. Oh, no, he's really, look at the St. Louis game. It's a Tuesday night in November.
Oh, but he was mean. I'm good. Guys, look, I'm good. I'm so good. I might even be great. I'm ass.
Yeah, it was like, whew.
He would just show up like bad Gardner would show up like a gremlin from under a bridge.
Yeah.
When you most expected it, unfortunately.
So his ceiling was high, but his floor was low.
Yes.
Cody Ceci's ceiling has always been what it's been. But his floor is close to his ceiling, meaning that every year
You know what you're getting.
What you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, listen, it's unspectacular, but I don't know. Like,
it feels like
at least
way
At
more.
least he's not some young guy who's gonna do something stupid.
Yes.
That's what they're looking at, and that's why he makes a lot of money, and that's valuable in the NHL.
And I think, going back to Dubas and why he doesn't know how to build decors, is he drafts and signs players like that. Remember Travis Dermott when he first played?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. I might be really good. I'm absolutely unusable.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm steady. I'm fine. You can use me on both sides. If you want to die. Like, he would just show up. He would betray you. He's great at finding traitors.
Yes.
Like, just to your belief in them.
Just when the moment I need you, this is when you're going to falter.
Timothy Liljegren,
Hey, that guy can move oh, wow, that was horrible.
I might be the steal of the draft. Stealing your money. Like, just weird.
To wrap this conversation, I'm going to read you guys the Los Angeles Kings decor. You can bring this up here, Justin, on Puckpedia. We got Anderson Doughty,
Okay.
Edmondson Clark, Dumoulin Ceci.
I like Clark a lot. I like Brant Clark
What are your feelings? And then Kyle Burrows.
Anderson Doughty's a
extra
great pair.
defenseman.
You can't get mad at Mikey Anderson, Drew Doughty. That's awesome.
It's too much for your bottom pairing in Dumoulin and Ceci, which is
Dumoulin you can get mad at.
$8.5 million is quite a bit to be paying your bottom two defensemen.
Dumoulin is signed till he's 37. That's wild. I can't believe Brian Dumoulin
They
that old
are
now.
going to be violently old.
Yeah.
Dumoulin he's good. Fuck, $4 million, eh? Wow.
It's too much.
Campaign.
That's my only thing about this decor. It's way too much money.
Doughty's 35.
Yep.
We're all gonna die.
I can't believe that deal that he negotiated himself without an agent is in year 7.
It's almost over.
Yeah. He did that himself. And people were like, what an idiot. It's worked out okay.
That summer was Doughty, Erik Karlsson, OEL.
I forgot that they signed Kuzmenko, too, to that 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Because he went there and he actually was really good. I think their offense is great. I don't think you have a problem. You have no problem defending the puck because you have Kopitar and Danault, so you're fine.
Is it a playoff team?
Fiala, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know that they're a playoff team next season. If you expect that a team like Anaheim and San Jose are going to emerge, I think you're just trying to squeeze the last years out of Anze.
Anton Forsberg. Oh, yeah.
It's Kemper the goalie?
Yeah.
It all relies on him.
Well,
It's all on him.
the Vezina
The Vezina. That helps, right?
Darcy Kemper, the Vezina goalie?
I think that is one old-ass hockey team.
I think you bring Ken Holland in there and you're like, if you're the president of I don't even know who the president of the Kings is, but you're like, hey, we're bringing Ken Holland in because he's good with old teams. How do we double down on being old? We got Ken. We're gonna give you a 5-year deal, but you're in reality going to be here for 3. We're gonna try to get past the Oilers, try to get into the finals one more time. That doesn't strike me as a finals team. I'd be shocked, but hey, you can grab this clip and throw it in my face on Twitter later.
Old hockey guy retire challenge. Level impossible.
Well, Anze's 38. I think he's going until he's 40.
Well, I meant Ken Holland. But
Yeah. I do wonder about that. You hit about 70, 75 years old in hockey, and you're like,
I'm just going to keep going.
yeah, like I love this too, but like at a certain point, I'm like, I'd like to travel. I'd like to see the world or something,
How many people currently working in NHL front offices vividly remember where they were when man landed on the moon? It's more than you think.
I mean, we could go through them today.
No.
No, that's
All 32.
No.
I think it's a bigger percentage than it should be.
I would imagine.
That's what I would
well,
say.
so it's at least 25%, right?
Oh, it might be higher than that. NHL front offices?
With Lou.
So, wait a second. Okay, so that was 1969.
Yeah.
So how many years ago was that?
A little bit ago.
25 plus 30 plus 1. 56? Okay. So
Yeah,
you got to be at least in your 60s to vividly remember I was at my house having lunch with my parents.
How many people in NHL front offices are above the age of 65? I'd say a lot.
More than you think.
More than should be, probably.
It may not be the general manager, too, to be like it's like Cliff Fletcher, right? He's like a consultant.
Right.
Senior advisor role?
Doesn't like, what did they say about Cliff? Doesn't come into the office anymore, but he still watches a lot of game footage and provides his notes.
Because I don't even think Elite Prospects lists Cliff Fletcher on the staff.
But he is on the staff.
Oh, he's on the staff.
Paid member of the team.
Yeah. Luc Robitaille, by the way, is your answer. President of the Los Angeles Kings.
He's your president. And how old is he?
Robitaille?
He's not
He
that
wouldn't be
old.
that.
No,
he's
he's not
not.
that old.
50s or early 60s.
I remember Luc Robitaille.
Yeah, I just card.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, dude. I'm the Kings are gonna be the season previews this year are gonna be fun.
You went to the corner store and purchased a newspaper that says "Man lands on moon."
Stop it.
No, I'm serious. Man lands on moon.
That's too high of a bar because, like, you could still be like 10 and you can do that.
Yeah.
And you still remember.
But you might have seen the newspaper.
Right.
You saw it on the news.
You saw your dad reading it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I
You saw someone on the train,
like very clearly, like
on the bus.
I don't think anyone in the Leafs front office except for Cliff is at that age, but I know like Jim Rutherford would be in Vancouver.
Yeah.
For sure.
That is all. If you gave me the opportunity
I feel like
to
Barry
interview
Trotz.
old hockey executives,
You're only asking about the moon?
it is your duty to ask where they were when they saw the moon landing. That's so interesting.
Is it?
You remember the day it all changed. Did you think it was funny the flag was waving even though there was no
okay.
No, okay. That'd be great if you got into that.
You got some other old things like, did you have a milkman come to your door and drop off the milk? You know,
I think my parents are old enough to have had that.
A milkman?
A minute, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, like every house too in Scarborough where we grew up had the old milkman slot too. Like they all fucking had them, and they just people just like sealed them up with caulking, and it was like the one cold part of the house every year.
Adam, you're always way more observant than me. No, I didn't.
No, we all had them. Some of the houses in our neighborhood were built in the 70s, but all the houses that were built in the 40s obviously had it.
I was more invested in the price of chocolate.
There you go. There you go. Well,
How
anyway,
much could I get a ring pop for?
All right, what's next?
I think we should do the BetMGM big story. All right, get ready for action on the ice with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL and Canada. Fans like you can place live bets, create same-game parlays, take player props, and bet on the Stanley Cup winner. You can do that now. And we could do that now if you would like to bet on the Stanley Cup winner. But there's football this weekend. And I am not great when it comes to football betting, especially live betting. Jesse is much better at it. And I'm just curious, Jesse, if you wanted to dip your little toe in, you want to just sneak it in, what's the first thing that you would, like, what's the easiest sort of, hey, you're just learning this? Because I'm not good at football bets, period,
Right.
End of story. What would be the thing that I'm like, your chance of success is pretty good here?
Yeah, I was just looking on the app and seeing what I would tell people to go towards, and it's definitely the props. Like when you're trying to get into stuff, it's the easiest thing, and I think the more fun way to look at it, because the lines are so sharp these days. Mm-hmm. Like when you see a line, it'll be like Bills -6.5 this weekend against the Jets. Like that line is going to end up like at 6 or at 7 because these books, like, they have it so down. But like if you're just like, oh, I think Josh Allen's going to throw a bunch of yards this weekend.
Which
that's
probably.
Yeah, just picking over, and then you just get to root all game for Josh Allen to throw a bunch of passing yards, and then it's fun. I feel like that's very easy.
Do this thing. Oh, he ran it.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Same with when you're betting hockey. Like, who cares about who wins and loses? Just like, hey, Austin might get like 3 shots today.
Well, I care about those games if
know?
he's in them. But if it's like an out-of-market game, it's like, hey, well, this kind of makes it interesting.
I watched, like, a couple seasons ago, I watched so much Ducks because like they were just always on Sunday nights when I wasn't doing anything. Mm-hmm. So I would bet on a lot of Ducks games.
Would you bet for the Ducks to win? I think that's
not often.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good bet.
Oh, Ducks have the lead. Betting against that. And betting the comeback. Colorado did it again. Great.
Okay. Give me, if I made you put $2 down today on the BetMGM app, Stanley Cup winner, September 12th.
I mean, Florida. Why are we overthinking this?
What if they get hurt? Jesse, overthink it.
No, I'm gonna pick Florida.
You're picking Florida?
Yeah.
Correct answer.
Do you have the favorite in front of you?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
It is obviously the Florida Panthers. Yeah. But my bet, Colorado Avalanche.
Oh.
We're disrespecting the Avalanche. They didn't get through Dallas last year. They get through Dallas, I think it's a different playoff.
It goes Panthers, Avalanche, Golden Knights, Hurricanes, Oilers.
Golden Knights, I don't know why they're so high. I'm actually a little low on the Golden Knights.
They got Mitch Marner, obviously.
I know.
They did. People are
obviously postseason success.
Yeah, but
I think people have absolutely no idea how good Alex Pietrangelo is, and they're about to start life without him. And it's not great.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I also think, like, I'm looking at that core, and I'm like, it is getting up there in age. Are they going to last? Riley Smith is not the Riley Smith from his original Golden Knights days. Brandon Saad is not Brandon Saad from Chicago, Columbus, Chicago again.
Very
St. Louis.
Time in Chicago.
Yeah.
Mark Stone is getting up there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Not so sure about that one. Anyway,
they're good.
Download the BetMGM app today. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 19 plus to wager. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you have any questions or concerns about your gambling or somebody close to you, please contact Connects Ontario. 1-866-531-2600 to speak to an advisor free of charge. BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with iGaming Ontario. Well, we got to talk about the fact we got a live show Friday, September 26th. That's 2 Fridays from now at St. Catherine's Hub for indoor golf. That's the course and clubhouse, kids. We are going to do lots of fun stuff like Shoresy Legends of the North, which used to be ODR Hockey Heroes. But you may or may not have heard that our good friend Christopher, who built this in his house, may or may not have had his video game purchased by a pretty mean friend. So yay for Chris. So we're very happy for him. Tickets are $25 plus tax at the door. It is sold out the last couple of years, so get yours now. And obviously, big shout out to our proud friends at Triple Bogey who are going to bring their seltzers and their beer and all their love. And we're very excited to have everybody there. Proud friends. Yeah.
Good.
Remember, they have frog legs there too.
Where were they when the moon landing happened?
That's good. You know what? You should ask them.
Mm-hmm.
You should
Definitely.
It'd be great to know. I want to know.
Okay. So I did not expect us to just kick it off with such a humdinger of a topic there. I don't even know where to go from here.
Sometimes Cody Ceci needs some defense. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's been the number one criticism throughout his career.
That's a double entendre there.
So Minnesota Wild GM Bill Guerin.
Bill Gwavin.
Who is for sure inviting...
That really happened.
He's for sure inviting Lane Hudson to camp now, right? He's for sure inviting... That invite's in the mail. I know it's there. It's coming.
Anytime hockey media, it's so hard. Lane Hudson's dad called him Bill Gwavin and said he's going to play for Canada, and that it was done within the day. What? That interview was a fever dream, and we are already done talking about
What's amazing about it is how much Montreal is ignoring it. Like that for me is mind blowing. That is a media group that is intense about everything, and they're like, but that's our precious boy, and we're just going to pretend that interview didn't happen.
If this was summer 2017 and just scored 40 goals as a rookie, Austin Matthews' dad gave that interview, I too would go la 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 la. I would pretend I didn't friggin' hear it.
Is that
nope?
The last?
There is nothing that could make me think anything negative about this person. He just won Rookie of the Year. You shut your face.
Now, the question is, he's done 2 interviews, both with Grant McKegg.
Great.
Is there a third? Eventually.
I hope so with the force of 1,000.
You know that would be the most anticipated podcast job this season.
Oh.
Do you think, Jesse, it happens again, or does he take the advice that many so loudly shouted, which is, please get your dad under control?
Yeah, it'll probably be quiet here for a little bit. Okay. And we'll see when the Lane Hudson contract negotiations come back up. I assume we'll hear from him again, does, but we'll see.
It does make one wonder how those must be going.
Yeah, but
they have to have happened.
Mr. Gwavin is who we need to get to.
So the Gwave dog, it was reported out of some Russian outlets yesterday that the Minnesota Wild had approached Kirill Kaprizov for his teams he would be traded to list. And, this comes on the heels of, during our show on Wednesday, Kirill Kaprizov, the story breaks, Frank Seravalli reports that he's turned down an 8-year, $128 million deal, which would have paid him $16 million a year, highest paid player in the cap era. It's still not ever, but in the cap era.
Getting there.
Gwavin said, we can cut to the chase. Look, I don't know where this stuff comes from. I do know 2 things. That info didn't come from us, and it didn't come from Kirill's agent. I don't know where it came from. His agent and I have a very good relationship. We're not going to let things get in the way. I still think we're in a really positive place with Kirill, and like I said, my role is to protect him, so we're going to let this go and just move on. But...
shout out the 10,000 Takes podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We're able to get Guerin to sit down for this interview a day after, like that night when that story broke, which is unreal.
I wondered if they got him after or before that. Because what I like about Bill Guerin is that when he commits to an interview, he's not afraid to just say what he wants to say, which is really rare in hockey. It's just he doesn't do enough of them because I find him very entertaining. But the story here is interesting because if you're the Wild, or at least looking from the outside in, what more do you need to do?
Nowhere in that statement did he say that we didn't offer him that contract.
No. I thought that's not what he was talking about. He was just talking about the trade thing.
I think they offered it. I think that was very interesting. He did not deny the Seravalli report of $16 million.
Nope.
He just said, hey, I don't know who leaked this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't deny anything.
Where's
so I
this
think
stuff come from?
I think Craig Leopold, the owner of the Minnesota Wild, and Bill Guerin and everybody else who's making these decisions, I think they've all come together and they said, we're going to give Kaprizov the sun and the moon because we want him here forever. We want him to be a Wild forever. And Kaprizov is just like, no. I can either go make more money somewhere else, or I just want to explore my options, or I want more than this.
So I was a little surprised by some of the reaction to our segment because, I mean, we were reacting to the news live when it happened. But
What was the reaction?
Well, a number of people were like, well, it's not the money. He doesn't want to play for the team. Dude, I'll play for whoever 128 million. It would have been the most lucrative contract in NHL history.
Is that true, though?
What?
I think we don't know. I don't know. I don't think people should make the assumption that it's not about the money. Kaprizov. So I think it's very interesting when you dig into Kaprizov and his agent who's negotiating this deal. He could be playing hardball because one of his other big clients is Artemi Panarin, who is a winger who made 11.6, 11.4.
11.6.
Which was record-breaking for the time.
Absurd.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what? This is a ridiculous contract. And he just might be going that same route with his other client who's in a very similar position here. So they could be holding out for more money, or he could just not like the Wild. It can be one or the other. And I don't think you should make an assumption knowing which side it is.
It could be multiple factors.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because is that not a team heading in
The right direction?
pretty much the right direction? They got some really good young pieces. They're not overly old. Yeah, they lost in the first round. That was a pretty good series. What's not to like about Minnesota?
If I remember...
About the Wild. When was the last time you heard me say that?
Now that the Parise and Suter contracts are gone, they can actually build a team here.
Yeah,
And they've been doing a good job.
Everything the Wild did that caused pain led to this point. And now this is when, they're supposed to see the fruits of their labor. And all of a sudden, Kirill Kaprizov is turning down the most lucrative contract in NHL history, which
is
very surprising.
He wasn't as big of a star during his first negotiation. Remember, he came to the league, tore it up, but he'd only played the one season. And then he was like, you're signing me to a gargantuan deal back then.
It was
pretty contentious back then.
People were surprised by the number he got. It was 9-ish, I think. He had played one 56-game season and was incredible, but he only played one 56-game season.
So this just might be, this tracks with the previous negotiation, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like there are certain people that you just know, like this player and their agent are going to be louder than some others. And I don't know that they're actually trying to be in this case because it's not like it came from the agent, and I don't think it came from the.
It definitely didn't come from Bill Guavin.
No, with the Guave.
Couldn't have come from the Guavy trade.
Aguave. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, man, like this doesn't feel like he wants out of Minnesota necessarily. I think it's term. I think he doesn't want to get locked up to 8 years because he probably feels, because remember, professional athletes are a little psychotic, right? I'm going to be this good when I'm 37. And you're going to have to, you can't convince me otherwise. So
I don't think they can imagine a world where they're mid.
No, he's been great since he was like 5. Mm-hmm. He's never known any other reality. Mm-hmm. Why would that change? Mm-hmm. Now, time comes for everybody. We can tell him that, but he's not going to listen.
No.
So, and you said something interesting on the last show. You're like, how could he possibly be worth, $16 million in year 8? And the chances are he won't be. Yeah. But over the next few years, he might be worth 20 or 22 million, and that makes up for it.
Yeah. Right.
So
Jesus.
I don't know. It's it's crazy, but I wonder what that number becomes. And frankly, I'll be honest, like as somebody who has to put on a free agency show every year, I hope him and McDavid go toe-to-toe by not signing all season long.
You imagine July 1st? I mean, this is never going to happen, but we have all three of McDavid, Kaprizov, and Eichel.
Yeah.
I'll shit myself.
Apparently the Eichel conversations have started too.
Boo.
They've started.
Boo. What if they didn't? Boo. I'm investing in July Stevens' future. Come on.
And Adam, the conversation about term at the end of the day is a conversation about money. Because you're taking less term because you believe you can make more money.
Yes.
So
Sorry. Yes.
I'm agreeing with you. It's both at the end of the day. Like if he's looking for that, like it's a hardball negotiation from the agent again, because he's saying, okay, I only want that 5-year deal because in a couple of years I'm going to make 18 or whatever it is. So pay me more over the length of this contract so that I don't have to take a 5-year deal. So either way, Kaprizov is looking for more money if that's what we believe he turned down.
Yeah, and okay. So here's the thought. If there was a team that everybody wants to go to two places, if the rumors are to be believed right now, the Florida Panthers and the Vegas Golden Knights. Everybody wants to play there.
That'd be so gross.
And yeah, that would be gross, but I don't think they can. I don't think the Vegas Golden Knights can afford both him and Rasmus Andersson, so they're gonna have to make a call. The team that I thought has sort of been lurking in the shadows, guys, that if Kaprizov became available either in trade or free agency, and I don't really know what their total asset count is, but wouldn't the Tampa Bay Lightning make a lot of sense?
No.
Because they're a team
Stop.
that has legitimate
because I
top
don't want them
aspirations for at least the next couple of years. You got to squeeze all the juice out of Kucherov, who is 32, and Vasilevsky, who's 31. Both of them have had significant injuries in their career. You've got Hedman at 34, McDonough at 36. You've got, Braden Point is in his prime. Jake Gensel's 30.
This is why you don't sign there, though.
The only thing I'm going to ask you is, where does he play? Because he can't play
Minnesota.
Where
Who is this guy?
Yeah,
he can't play.
Who is this?
He can't play where Gensel's playing. He can't play where Hagel's playing.
Well, what if Gensel goes the other way?
You knock every one of those people into a locker
Yeah,
for Kaprizov?
Sorry.
Kaprizov, and then you figure out where they play.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I love Brandon Hagel as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
But if he's the centerpiece going back, I don't think anybody's upset, and he has no trade protection.
I would arc him like this, like Akeem Olajuwon, out the door. I love him too, but Skyhook
You're throwing
to get Kirill Kaprizov.
Is that Gensel or Hagel?
Both of them
Hagel.
at the same time. For Kirill Kaprizov?
I want you to imagine a world where Kucherov and Kaprizov are on the same power play.
I don't.
Well, I mean, it would be Russia at the Olympics if they were going.
Oh, fuck.
But
Oh, God.
killers, absolute killers. But Braden Point at center.
No, I don't like that. No. So here's Minnesota is heading in the right direction.
They are.
And they're also not bad now. Are they Tampa? No, I'd probably take Tampa now over Minnesota now. There's, I think, more certainty that Minnesota is going to be great in the future than Tampa. And the other team that keeps getting rumored with Kaprizov because of some sort of comment from last year that I vaguely remember is the Chicago Blackhawks. I am more bullish on their prospect pool than most people. There's no proof of concept they're going to be relevant anytime soon, though. There's none.
What if they have Kaprizov?
What if...
Well, if our Monday episode comments are to be believed, we are vastly underrated in the power of Alex Vlasic.
Guys, the conversation was the American Olympic team.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Not Chicago.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop it. I think Minnesota's a good fit, but if he doesn't want to be there,
I just think I do think they're the best fit. I think
that's why I think it's money.
So okay, what do you go to? This is my question, right? Because I don't know if it's term or if it's actual dollars per year. But $16 million is $2 million more than what Leon Draisaitl got, and I know he signed that in a different cap era because we are in a different cap era now than when Leon was. But if you're Kirill, do you wait for McDavid to sign? Does that what's it? Let's say McDavid.
No, because what if McDavid takes less?
That's what I thought, right?
Yeah.
What if he's like I take a 2-year deal in Edmonton and it's $16 million.
There's a chance Kaprizov is the highest paid player in the league.
It's almost guaranteed, I think, at this point.
Unless McDavid signs first. Because what if McDavid's like, I want 15, and then there's no argument for Kaprizov to make 16.
We've had a lot of people
What's the max you can make this?
throw out
Whatever
20% of the cap.
Yeah, is it 20%? Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
whatever
it's
that is
so
right
long.
now.
18 or something. Yeah.
We've had a lot of people just chuck out numbers with not a ton of conviction with McDavid. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what he's got in mind.
17.6 is the max this year. So next
I
year,
thought it'd be more.
based on 88 million, 17.6 is the max.
I think that's downright reasonable for Connor. 17.6?
So what's the cap next year?
It's going to be 105, isn't it?
Yeah, so 20% of that
So it's probably at least 18 million.
times 0.20.
That's crazy.
Well, no, it'd be like 20 something.
21 million.
Yeah.
20 next
20,
year.
Steve, 20% of 100 million.
Come
on, my bad.
Oh, it's got to be like 18.
My bad. I can't even blame the coffee. I'm wired. I'm just stupid.
So next year, so McDavid's contract could be $21 million.
And I would say should be, but he wants to win. So he's going to be like, nah, I'll take less.
Boo.
God bless him. Any contract he signs that's not at 100% of what he can take,
Right.
whoever gets him, or if he stays in Edmonton, build the statue immediately. Because he's just given you the best discount in the history of hockey. But yeah, Kirill, like, okay, would you go to 16.5 with Kirill?
No, I wouldn't go to 16.
You wouldn't.
Like, no.
That's why when the news dropped, we were all like, what the shit? What are you talking about?
If we're getting down to that, on like if this is a good decision for a hockey team, I'm on the side of no. I don't think you should build a team around a winger making that much money. I get the idea that Tampa sort of kind of did it with Kucherov. They paid him 9.5, which was a lot at the time, and he's a winger, and he's not like defensively responsible at all. I don't think we go to Kucherov and say that.
But he regularly is in the top 2 or 3 in scoring.
He's a multiple-time Hart Trophy winner.
Yeah.
And the Tampa Bay Lightning were a beast throughout their lineup. There's so many different guys you can point to. I don't think you can just go out, pay a winger that much money, and try and recreate the Lightning in that sense of allocating your cap dollars. I don't think we've seen that as a good recipe for success. I think that money should go to a winger, a centerman who's also doing the other side of the ice, the two-way center, like the best we have in the league, like McDavid and Matthews and those guys, or it goes to your star defenseman, the Quinn Hughes and the Cale Makars of the world. I don't think this is a good idea from the Minnesota Wild, but I think that opinion might not add to the conversation because they clearly feel that, so it's going to happen anyway. Yeah. So me yelling that at them doesn't help, but I'm not of the opinion that you should do this.
I don't think the news of this getting out helps the Wild at all.
Well, think about it like this. Like, he is on the last year of his deal. So if you did have to trade him, not only is he on the last year of his deal and you risk losing him for nothing, but he also has full no trade and no move protection. So he will tell you where he's going.
It's
so
not ranting.
Listen.
Exactly. He's got the ability to say to them, I will make what I want. Thanks very much.
Listen.
And the Wild have Stanley Cup aspirations.
Yeah. Everyone shut up. Barkov, Reinhart, Kaprizov.
Okay.
Oh, God.
No, let's just do it.
No way.
Barkov, Reinhart, Kaprizov. Who is it? Bennett, Kachuk. Who else was on that line?
Rodriguez.
Fucking Rodriguez.
They might have to give Rodriguez up to get
under the
Kaprizov.
old rules. I would agree with you.
I don't think
it's
they can.
impossible now.
Yeah.
You can't
why?
You can't retain that much. Like you can't throw somebody. You only get $8.2 million now when somebody's out.
So I was just looking at the Panthers Puckpedia.
Cap friendly.
Everyone's locked up forever except Bob, who is also on the last year of his deal.
Oh, okay.
You know what's going to be very annoying when he signs for less?
Yeah. League min.
And then they can fit, I don't know, Kaprizov and Marner gets traded again. And
You might have done it. That might be the thing.
we all just get
When's Bob's deal up?
closer to death.
When is it up, Steve?
When is the end of the season?
This season.
Bobrovsky's deal is up at the
Sergei
Damn.
Bobrovsky.
How
You know how
time
many
flies.
double-digit contracts or future double-digit contracts are? Yeah.
Very few.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Dude, McDavid, Eichel, Kaprizov, Bob. That's a star-studded lineup.
I also don't think Bob's taking less money.
I do.
He's old.
He's old as shit. Yeah. He's incredible, but he's
gone to 3 straight Cup finals. You think he's going to take a discount?
He's 36.
Look at the rest of the Panthers. What do they consistently do? Take less money.
Yeah. God, oh my God, it's so frustrating. You know what's crazy? He's actually about to turn 37. His birthday is September 20th.
He might retire.
I don't know about that.
He might.
Nah. He might. He probably won't, in my opinion, but he might.
Are you guys of the opinion that you should be paying Kirill $16 million? Because that's where you started this question, Adam, is what do you think Kaprizov's worth? Would you pay him 16.5? I'm a no. Are you guys a yes?
I think Jesse, given the contract situation, I have a hard time seeing how, okay, it's either you pay him 16.5 or you get a good deal, but not a great one trading him. I don't know. I think that kind of handcuffs you a little bit, don't you think? I look at that and I go, ooh, maybe I should have been $16.5 million and cross my fingers. Because when he went down last year, we saw what the Wild became.
I am not of the cross your fingers GMing.
There's a little cross your fingers in every sort of situation, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like the Panthers were definitely crossing their fingers with Matthew Tkachuk after 4 Nations, right?
After when they acquired him from Calgary.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Everybody said they lost that deal. That's a large cross your fingers thing, I guess. Yeah, that's a fair point.
The Wild have about $4.5 million in cap space right now. $16 million would actually only add $7 million to the cap because of Kaprizov currently makes $9 million. I'm looking at their lineup.
It's a good lineup.
I think it's manageable. Honestly, it's manageable. They're gonna. So Zuccarello is 38, so 4.1 is gonna come off. Tarasenko, who they got as a just hired gun, makes a little under 5. He's 33. I don't see him being there long term. I think he's a hired gun. They have a few young guys who are going to give you this little window of really cheap help. Faber is signed.
I forgot Juracek was.
Boldy is signed.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Jesse. I generally agree with the logic, but if a team can afford it, it's them.
Yeah.
I think they'd be okay. Long term, yeah, they'd be a little fucked. But short term, since when do NHL teams think that way? They don't give a shit.
All right.
They're trying to win now.
You have Kaprizov. You might as well keep him.
Yeah, next summer, if you sign Kaprizov to that deal, you're going to have trouble. I mean, you're banking on Daniil Yurov taking a huge step, and you're going to have to go out and get a couple other guys. But I think you can do it.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
What's up?
Vladimir Tarasenko hasn't scored more than 20 goals since 21-22. I know this deal was signed with Detroit, but how is that man making $4.75 million?
Because 4.75 is jack shit now.
It wasn't last year, though.
That's fair.
But
who signed him to that deal?
Stevie Y.
There you go.
I don't even know how he ended up in Minnesota. There was some sort of deadline move or something.
So wait, you thought it was an expensive deal? Do you think it was a good GM who signed it?
No.
Well, there you go.
And it's a bummer because I got to interview Steve Yzerplan with Alan, and I really liked him, but I don't know what's going on in Detroit. I don't get it.
Do you know what he was traded for?
No, a fourth.
Tarasenko to the Wild. Do you know what he was traded for?
I'm gonna say a 5th.
It happened on June 30th, 2025.
Oh,
it might have been future considerations.
It was nothing. He was traded for future considerations.
Why did
the Red Wings just didn't want the cap hit anymore?
Yo, why did Guavin help him out like that? You should have had to pay for that.
Yeah.
He had 33 points last year.
The Wild just wanted the guy, and Detroit didn't want him, and they wanted the cap space, so he was traded for future considerations.
Okay, question. Do you think Tarasenko and Kaprizov might be friends, fellow countrymen?
I think that is entirely possible. But you know what? You're all making fun of Yzerplan for just getting the cap space.
Yeah, what?
Well, right now they have $12 million.
So he didn't use
of
it.
unspent cap space.
Do we think Steve Yzerman's a bad general manager?
Yes.
Why are the Detroit
Wholeheartedly,
Red Wings
yes.
acting like the Buffalo Sabres?
I don't
I
understand
don't understand it. What's going on?
what the flying fuck they're doing. I don't get it. They have some really good pieces.
No.
They're too good to be completely ass. They are.
Okay. Think of the top of the division. I feel like Boston in the Atlantic is going to be better. There's no way they're as
There's
bad as
proof
last
of
year.
concept with them.
Swayman missed all training camp. That was so dumb. Like literally, the management team goofed their season, and Jim Montgomery lost a job for dumbass management decisions. Okay, we know that. Then McAvoy and Hampus Lindholm go down.
Yes.
No team survives that.
No, you're broke.
So okay. The Lindholm deal sucks, and it will always suck, and I don't understand why they signed it. Vancouver was trying to get rid of him so fast after a month of having him. And it's not that he's a bad guy, but he's not the scorer that he was in Calgary. So my question is, okay, so Boston's good. The Leafs are good. The Florida Panthers are Stanley Cup winners.
Back to back.
Tampa Bay is a good team. They might have got their asses kicked by the Florida Panthers, but who amongst us, right?
Whomst.
And then you've got the Ottawa Senators, who are becoming an excellent team.
They got good bobbleheads.
And as soon as Montreal gets that second line center, perhaps Lane Hudson's dad can help them with that.
Sidney Crosby.
Once Montreal gets that second line center,
Here, I'm going to throw
guys, there's no room for Detroit. There's nothing. And Buffalo, sorry.
let me throw an oh yeah at you. John Gibson.
Good pickup.
Detroit Red Wings.
I like him.
Yeah.
I think he's good.
Now, though, so is this just a year of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks for Detroit, and then they completely blow the doors off next year, and they're a huge player in free agency because they already have $12 million in cap space.
Why do they?
Give me a sec.
Everybody's got cap room next year.
No, yeah, but you already have 12 plus Ben Sherratt's coming off the books. Justin Hall is coming off the books. Eric Gustafson is coming off the books. That's like $10 million right there, and that's all on D. Signing Travis Hamonic to a 1-year deal reeks of I don't really have any particular idea what I'm doing right now. I gotta think they're positioning themselves sort of like the Wild did, where it's like, all right, we're gonna do these huge buyouts, but it's gonna benefit us at some point. I kind of wonder if Detroit is like, give me one more year. Give me one more friggin' year, and we're gonna blow the doors off by going and getting blank.
Is there one more year available for Steve Yzerman? That building has never seen a playoff game. The Puckpedia is the correct one, right?
Yes.
I was about to say correct myself to Cap Friendly.
No, you're correct.
They got JVR on the top line left wing. I think it'll end up being DeBrincat, but like it's not a great roster. And I think Adam rightly pointed out there's not a lot of room there in the Atlantic, and he's gonna miss the playoffs again, I assume, with this team. And how many kicks at the can do you get?
That's a rough defense, man.
One of the teams of all time.
You're telling me you couldn't find one other guy other than Travis Hamonic?
What a list of names.
Can we, for the people listening?
No.
The Detroit Red Wings are going into the season or going into training camp with JVR, Larkin, Raymond, DeBrincat, Casper.
What year is it?
Casper is going to be real good one day.
Casper is going to be very good.
And Evander Kane. Cop, Comfer. Oh, sorry. What did I say?
Evander.
Oh, Patrick Kane. Sorry. Cop, Comfer, Appleton.
One of the lines of all time.
Soderblom, Rasmussen, and Berggren.
I'm begging for a good Soderblom to make the NHL.
Wow. On defense. That was mean. That was unnecessary.
Except against the Leafs.
That was really unnecessary.
Such a niche shot.
On defense, Detroit is rolling up with Sherratt, Sider, Edvinsson, Johansson.
I like Edvinsson.
Gustafson, and Hamonic. And in net, they have Gibson and Talbot.
Hold on. You didn't mention Justin Hall or Jacob Bernard Docker.
In the press box, they got Hall and Bernard Docker and Watson.
Is that Austin Watson?
That is a team of all time, as Steve said.
Dude,
correctly.
Hamonic Gustafson is a D pair you roll out when you're loading up for the Calder Cup playoffs.
Jesus Christ.
No, like if you saw that
If you're
coming down
Grand
the tunnel,
Rapids?
game 1 of the Calder Cup playoffs, you'd be like, oh shit, we might be in trouble.
Gustafson's going to get 5 points tonight.
You're being
Yeah.
being hard.
No, they're one of the teams of all time. They're just simply one of the teams.
I do look at the roster and I point to a lot of young talent sprinkled throughout it. Edvinson, Raymond, Casper is a good little trio of young talent, plus the middle-aged guys who are going to be at their best, like Larkin. It's okay, and I left out Mo Sider as well.
It's an incredible league, and you're not good enough.
And I just want to throw this at you. Steve was talking about, oh, well, what if they're a big player next year? Fucking everyone's going to be a big player next year.
Yeah, but they're going to be even bigger than that.
Yeah, and you know what's great? They can sell the guys on. We have no one else. That's a great sales pitch to a free agent. Hey, Kirill, you want to come here and do everything like you had to do during the cap strapped years in Minnesota? Hey, Connor, why don't we rewind to 2019, 2020 Edmonton Oilers hockey for you? You can have that right here in Detroit.
Do you want me to make it all hot and bothered for you?
Give it to me.
They could go out, like, let's pretend it was July 1st right now. Mm-hmm. They could go out and make a decent run at Jack Eichel now, today, with what they have. And they're going to get room to fix that decor. They're going to have to spend money to do it, and that's terrifying. They're going to have $10 million of cap space. Oh, man. Just freed up from losing. You're also going to lose 3 not good players. Like losing Justin Hall and the cap hit, hooray. Mm-hmm. Ben Sherratt, at this point in his career, what are we doing?
Well, he was signed to make the playoffs that they never did.
Well, and I think he might have been. How does Sherratt keep finding teams that are on the cusp, on the bubble of making the playoffs that will kick ass if they make it but don't? That was the Habs for so long.
Yeah. Yep.
And we accurately were like, they're not very good. But if they make it, they're going to be a problem. And then they did, and they were a problem.
One of my biggest problems with Stevie Y and the way he's been rebuilding the Red Wings is they haven't bottomed out since he's been there. They've always kind of been in that little area where they're trying to compete and go for it. And they've also gotten no draft lottery luck. But this is a team who, throughout his entire era, hasn't drafted in the top 5. They actually haven't drafted within the top 5 since 1990. That just shows how good they've been through that era.
That's amazing.
But in order to get these high-end star players, you have to either really hit on somebody, like they did with Mo Sider, but they're still like a step below the superstar level talent.
And
Raymond, but it's just a step below again. You either have to be really bad, get draft lottery luck, or hit on a crazy pick, and they haven't done any of those 3 things.
The annoying thing is I think they've done well with what they've gotten. Like I was just looking at Casper too. He was an 8th overall pick. Mm-hmm. Like all those, they've done well. Mm-hmm.
But they
haven't gotten Bedard or like
they
Jack
haven't got.
Hughes
They
or something.
don't have a Draisaitl. They don't have Hughes. They don't have any of that. Plus the pieces that he's been filling around the young guys, where he does have a collection of good young guys, haven't clicked together and haven't been the greatest thing. And it's just kind of always fighting for that 10th seed.
They are the
in
06 to 2015 Leafs. We are not going to draft well, and we're going to try to build through mid-free agency. And so when you look at the where they are now, yeah, there's some great pieces. Guys, I can find great pieces literally anywhere.
Hey, no,
Every
we're not
team has great pieces.
We're not the mid-2000s Leafs. We had really good runs in the spring and almost made it. I gotcha. Mm-hmm. That's what the Leafs did every year.
Jesse, what do you always say about people that go on a run post-deadline?
Oh my God, it's irrelevant. Those teams are irrelevant.
Yeah.
Also, it's not top 5; it's top 3.
Top 3
because Lucas Raymond was a 4th overall.
And Zadina was 5.
Yes, so top 3 is what I was going for.
Swing and a miss on that. It happens.
No,
but
Zadina was 6.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
It was close. The point is,
I mean, you're not going to hit all of them.
the Red Wings are here. Okay, I'll tell you what I heard, and I can't corroborate this, but what I heard was Stevie wanted to tear this down more than he did. He wanted to put this in a position where you could grab those top 3 draft picks and that sort of thing. But after who was the guy that took over after Babs? Who was the guy that took over?
Oh, damn it. Blashill?
Blashill. After the Blashill years, the ownership group was like, hey, we just spent a lot of money on this sick arena, and we'd like to see some playoff games. And so inexplicably, a couple of years ago, we started to see them make like really bizarre signings. And I think the comp for Justin Hollier had a lot of people going, okay, why?
2 guys still on the team.
100%. And I think that it kind of tracks with what I said, which was, hey, they had found Sider, they had found Lucas Raymond. If they'd gone and done that a couple more years, they probably would have a far more complete team today.
Yeah.
But the management group above Stevie said, no, we need a playoff game in this building, and we really don't care beyond, like, just get there. Just get into the playoffs. And you could see the rationale. Like, you look at the Washington Capitals, not last year, but the year before. They snuck in. They got their asses kicked by the Rangers. But they got 2 home playoffs.
It was an electric year.
It was an electric year.
Yeah.
And they did it, and they shouldn't have. Like, Philly should have made it. Pittsburgh should have made it. Washington made it. I don't think the Detroit teams of those years were all that different than the Philly or the Pittsburgh or the Washington team, right? They weren't that different. The difference was Pittsburgh had the end of Gino and Crosby and Letang, and that end is still happening. The Capitals still have Alexander Ovechkin. And the Detroit Red Wings have not guys that are Hall of Famers in that sense. And I just feel like that's what's the missing piece here.
Would it kill him to make a trade that matters?
With what?
Dude, figure it out. For God's sake. Everyone figures it out. Everyone relevant.
Yep.
Figures it like, I'm just looking at the list. Okay, Gibson, I like. I like for them. Starting goalies are not available in abundance. Ville Husso for future considerations. Okay, that got you cap space that you didn't use. Great. Joe Veleno for Peter Mrazek and Craig Smith. Okay, great. You helped Tampa get... No, what the hell is this? Oh, part of a 3-way trade. So you helped Tampa get Yanni Gourde, and you got a 4th out of it. A conditional 4th. Look at you go. You got a 3rd for Oli Mata. Fine. You got Gage Alexander for Robbie Fabry and a 4th. So you paid for Gage Alexander. Hope he works out. Like, I'm just looking at these deals. The Wallman deal, for fuck's sake. Wallman and a 2nd, which again freed up space that you didn't use. He is one of the GMs of all time, of one of the teams of all time, making some of the trades of all time.
Take a swing, man.
Bless Stevie Y. Bless him. But without that name, he's long gone.
Yeah.
Long gone. If
his name is Chiarelli or Ferguson Jr. or...
Here's what you need. The young guys, led by Casper, need to play out of their banana sandwich minds. John Gibson needs to look bona fide. Completely ridiculous. Have a clean bill of health. There needs to be faith at the end of the season, no matter how it shakes out, that this is heading in the right direction.
No.
And then, if you can say, listen, this season, no matter how it ends, was encouraging, then you go, look at the ocean of cap space. Look, we have over $20 million.
Steve, if you're ending this season and you're like, again, selling me on faith, screw that.
No, I agree with you, but like, I'm trying to listen.
That means you missed the playoffs and you're trying to sell me magic beans.
I've laid out.
Like, what?
I think this team is just so mid. I've laid that out.
You know,
I'm trying to be nice, and I go, here's what success looks like this year.
No, success is winning.
Oh dear.
I have to say, I look at Dylan Larkin. And we talk about this with teams that we like to needle, right? We do it with. I don't. It's not even like we like to needle. It's just they're so viciously against the truth at certain times, and then the truth comes out, and they're like, "Well, it's time to accept the inevitable." A la what's happened in Pittsburgh this week. We've been on that shit for 18 months. Like, hey, if they don't get better, this is eventually going to happen. Like, no, you don't know what you're fucking talking about, girl. And then all of a sudden, what happens?
I wish I could move my neck like that.
And so I look at Dylan Larkin, and I go, how much longer is Dylan gonna stick around for this? Because maybe he is Detroit to his bones, man.
For as long as he's locked up, which is a long time.
But if Dylan Larkin became available, holy shit!
I don't think
Which
they do
he's
that.
not.
But I'm just saying, no. What if Dylan Larkin goes, I'm done, man. I'm done. Because why wouldn't Dylan Larkin say that?
You've fired Stevie Y and you get a GM who's gonna be like, Dylan, here's our road to success.
Dylan Larkin, how many playoff games has Dylan Larkin played? He's played 734 career NHL games.
0, right?
Did he play under Babcock? I'm gonna say 6.
5.
That one series, yeah.
He's got 1 point in the playoffs, a goal, and it was his rookie year.
Maroon. He's so good.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. He's amazing. Look at what he did with Team USA.
Oh, I know. Really underrated player.
Dylan Larkin's got 5 years left on a very lucrative contract. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon.
What if he says, I'm sort of done here?
No, there's been no indication.
Yeah.
There's been no indication.
Yeah, they said that in Pittsburgh, too.
You're needling.
Am I needling? They said that in Pittsburgh, too. Well, there's been no indication. There's still no indication
but
Crosby wants to go.
No.
But Crosby's going, they better
Crosby's
get better.
contract is coming to an end.
And he's old.
He's old.
Well, you know
and
what?
he's
The
had
last
success.
time that happened, he re-signed.
I don't feel like we usually see star NHLers do that middle contract. I assume there's some exceptions to the rule, but somebody with 5 years left who's been very happy in Detroit, like this has never been a thing. I don't think it's fair to just say like he's going because
Crosby's
they stink.
one of the few players in the league, one of the very few remaining who's older than me.
Dylan Larkin's 29. Just wondering. 734 games.
I think if we're getting to 2 years left in that deal or something, or 1 year left and that sort of stuff, like, and they're still not successful. They might want to move him just for like roster management purposes or whatever, but I don't think Dylan Larkin's not unhappy in Detroit.
No.
Yeah.
This conversation bothers me because there's some teams that just shouldn't.
What?
You ever get to the gooey middle part of your psyche, the Kinder Surprise cream of your brain?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I was about to. 1 sec.
You asked a question.
The Leafs in the mid 90s.
I didn't like your answer.
Were hot ass. And Chris Draper had just visited my elementary school, and the Red Wings went to back-to-back cups, and I loved the Red Wings. For like a couple years there, I loved the Red Wings, and there's still a part of me that sees them being bad, even though they're in the Leafs division. There's still part of me that sees them being bad, and I'm like, that's bullshit.
Right.
Figure it out.
Yeah. They're an original 16. Well, the reason the Red Wings are bad right now is because they had 30 years of sustained success. Like, it's why I don't feel bad for you Pittsburgh fans so much. You had 20 years of success. You now have to go through this because that's what happens in pro sports. You don't get 100 years of consistent success. You are very good for a long time, and then it's like, oh, all the old guys are still here, and we ran out of new guys. We got to just suck for a little bit.
The Penguins exist in a reality of extremes. They've never just been the Penguins.
Yeah.
Like, they're always, okay, we're either the worst team in the history of the sport.
And they're threatening to move it to Hamilton.
Yes, or we have one of the best, if not the best players in the world.
Yeah. So, like, I like Detroit, you had so much success in the 90s and early 2000s that you got to be bad for a little. Yeah. But the bad, we got to see you're moving the right direction.
It's directionless bad.
Exactly. And that is bad.
Yeah, that
you can't be directionless bad. At least be the Blackhawks where you stink and you're going to stink real stinky. And like their rebuild is very new. I'm going to keep banging that drum. I'm going to do it again this year. Their rebuild is very new. We are only 3 years away from Taves and Kane playing on that team together.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so crazy.
yeah. So, Detroit, I hope you get it together. Do you guys want to do trivia on my last time they drafted in the top 3? It was 1990. Who was it?
Oh.
Top 3, 1990.
Yes.
First overall pick that year was that Lindros?
I don't know. It didn't go to
Oh,
Detroit.
I thought you had it in front of you.
They went to the top 3. I'm just talking about Detroit. I can tell you who went.
I think it was Lindros, but he might have been 89.
I'll tell you.
That's so tricky because they had the Russian 5, but I don't think Russians were going top 3 back then.
Because they
It was Owen Nolan.
Oh.
Went to the Nordiques.
To Quebec.
They had back-to-back first overall picks.
Second, Vancouver drafted Peter Nedved.
Oh.
And then
solid pick.
third, Detroit drafted.
Pat Verbeek.
Steve, who's your guess?
I don't know.
Oh, I had a name.
This guy last played in 2006, had 266 career goals, 353 assists,
Wow, good career.
900 games,
Damn, really good career.
1,541 penalty minutes.
That's a lot of Pims. I'm going to go with defenseman. No?
Is it Darian Hatcher?
Give it just yes.
Son of a gun.
I don't know.
Give me position.
No.
You're stuck.
Give me a name. So I can give you the answer.
It's got to be on that early Red Wings team that lost to the Leafs, that surprise run.
Give me how many years he played for Detroit.
Oh my goodness.
No, come on.
Okay, fine.
Steve, make a guess. I've already made 2. Come on.
1, 2, 3,
Was it?
4, 5.
Was it?
6 seasons.
Okay, I know.
couldn't be Fedorov.
I know
Not
I'm
gonna-
wrong, but I know this guy was picked like ridiculously high. Dan Cleary.
Keith Primo.
Man. Good pick.
That's the.
Okay,
you
he
pull up the
wasn't a Red
1990
Wing for
draft
long,
there.
was he?
He was Red Wings
6
for a while.
years.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6
Really?
years. He has no cups with them.
No, because he got traded the year before.
He won it with he won the Calder Cup 1 year when he was down there though.
Yager got picked 5th.
Yeah. The 1990 draft, Yager goes after Mike Ricci,
Hey.
who goes to Philly.
Oh,
Darian Hatcher did go in the top 10, though.
Very good.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
good.
8th to Minnesota.
St. Brendan Elementary's own Mike Reed.
Justin, what'd you say?
No, I'm saying look at down the list. Keith Kachuk, Martin Brodeur, like
Oh,
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the
a good
1990 draft was stacked.
I just
Drake
wanna say,
Barahowski.
Shut up.
when we did the Drake Barahowski, 2-time Leaf. When we went to San Jose, Mike Ricci was chirping us while we were doing one of our podcast recordings.
Yeah.
So just a genuinely cool guy. Still apparently drives the same pickup truck that he was driving when he played for the Sharks in the NHL. I think it's 30 years old.
We should have asked him if he ever ate at the famous Ted's.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Damn. He went to your school. I don't know why you didn't go up to him and say, hey, man, we went to the same public
Yeah,
school.
Because
a
I'm
good intro.
37 and
I think he would have found that cool. He's a really nice
We went
dude.
to elementary school at different times in the same place.
In the
I don't
1990
know.
draft, 6th overall, the New York Islanders selected Scott Sissons. Do you think that's Colton Sissons'
has to.
dad?
Has to be.
Has to be.
Right?
Uncle something.
Right?
Hockey
He-
families, man.
Scott Sissons only played 2 career NHL games. So. Oh, hold on. Oh, there you go.
Is Mark Gregg related to
Ridley?
Gregg?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me just dig in. Let's find
here,
out.
here.
Colton Sissons' dad is Doug Sissons.
Ah,
Could
so
be his uncle.
not Scott.
So-
Yeah, maybe.
Elite Prospects has a little section of their player pages that has family on it, which is
That's smart.
it's
Man,
really
they're-
smart,
they're
and
good at their
also it's insane that they have it. I am not seeing anyone pop up.
Mark Grigg is Ridley Grigg's father.
Hey!
That's
That's
great
who we
eye,
blame.
Justin.
That's
That's
who we blame.
hilarious. I didn't know Ridley was a Nepo baby. Every NHLer is a Nepo
Well,
baby.
he acts like it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that old
I'm getting my
slap
shots
shot.
in.
Here, I'm going to give you a crazy one. So the Leafs signed a big defenseman from the Flint Firebirds from the OHL a few months ago.
Okay.
Named, I believe his name's Blake Smith. Here is his family page on Elite Prospects. Father, Derek Smith. Brother, Dalton Smith. Uncles, Keith Primo, Wayne Primo. Cousins, Caden Primo, Chase Primo, Corey Primo, Madison Primo, Mason Primo. I've never seen a guy, like, what is that, 10
I guess
people?
those are all players.
Those are Well, Keith Primo. And
I knew
Wayne
Keith
Primo.
and Wayne, but I didn't know anybody else.
Caden Primo.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Kaden, yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he's got a cousin currently.
Yeah, but you named
playing
a
in
bunch
the
of people.
NHL.
I'm like, I'd have to look up where they play.
Dave and Bob and
Dave Primo was crazy in Extra Liga.
You know what? He might have played in the Extra Liga. I don't know.
you want some more Mark Grigg lore?
Give it to
Yes.
us.
So his younger brother Bruce, also played in the NHL, and he has 2 kids.
Who's Bruce Grigg?
He has an NHLer.
Sorry.
He has 2 kids, Ridley and Dara Grigg, who plays for the Montreal Victoire.
Oh,
He's got 2 professional hockey playing kids.
that might be Dara.
Dara? Oh,
Could be.
Sorry. Yeah.
I have a brother-in-law named Dara, and I had a friend in high school. Everybody had a friend.
Oh, Dara.
Dara. Yeah. So it's spelled the same. I don't know. It might be Dara. I'm not sure.
It's entirely possible we mispronounced her name for 4 years.
Yeah. I wonder. I wonder if we did. I
We
don't
might
know.
have.
Anyway.
Did you know Mark Grigg was a Toronto Maple Leaf?
No.
Yeah. And he birthed an Ottawa Senator.
Piece of garbage.
Leafs legend Mark Grigg.
That's crazy.
As an alumni, as a jacket-wearing alumni,
Yes.
he is obligated to take a picture with his son's bobblehead and cross-check it.
Yeah,
need
he's
it.
on our side.
We still need the cross-check, the Morgan Riley cross-check bobblehead.
But we can't be entirely supportive of the Grigg family because Mark was born in Alberta.
I hate
So
him
was my
based
mom
on
and
where
most of
he
my
was
family.
born.
So was
That's a normal thing to do.
So was my mom and most of my family.
No, we love Alberta.
We're all.
Yeah, it's normal and cute and acceptable to do that to people. That's what I've learned, being where I'm from.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/STP and get on your way to being your best self. Now, let me ask you guys this. It's been a few months. How is it living life without tying your happiness to an outcome that you can't control?
The Leafs?
Yes.
August, so good.
It's very it's peaceful.
So good.
Like non-sports people who imagine you're like, I love fiction novels. That's my thing.
Yeah.
And I do a fiction FR. Okay. Right. For you,
That's friction.
That it's like, oh, this book was bad, but I only wasted a couple days reading it.
Wasted.
Yeah. Like, oh, if it's a bad book, you sort of feel like I wasted it, right? If the season's bad, it's like I put 10 months into
A
this.
lot of effort. Well, Adam, that's why I got the September scaries. I got them right now. They're not there every year, but they're there with a vengeance this year.
Jesse, how about you? Have you found it to be any different? I always wonder, I know you're disappointed, I know you're sad, but do you find in the summertime it kind of evens out for you?
Totally.
Are
And
you
I feel like the people need to know where they can go if they're feeling types of ways.
You'd be shocked about this.
There's a lot of moseying
Probably.
around.
Hey, I said it at the top. You go to betterhelp.com/STP. Okay?
Do your friends mock your ad reads? Go to BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.com/STP. I'm doing my best here. Okay? 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, HELP.com/STP.
Anyway.
Hockey, the Hockey Canada guys who are on trial this past spring have all been reinstated. They'll be able to play December 1st. They can't sign a contract till October 15th. Dylan Dubé, Cal Foote, Alex Formanton, Carter Hart, and Michael McLeod, each members of Hockey Canada's 2018 National U20 Junior team. And here's what the NHL statement had to say on it yesterday. The events that transpired, and I got to give the NHL credit here, they didn't Friday afternoon this.
Yeah, fair enough.
The events that transpired after the 2018 Hockey Canada Foundation Gala in London, Ontario, prior to these players' arrival in the NHL, were deeply troubling and unacceptable. The league expects everyone connected to the game to conduct themselves with the highest level of moral integrity. And in this case, while found not to have been criminal, the conduct of the players involved certainly did not meet that standard. And this is the key here. It's not about hey, whether or not it's criminal, that's up to the courts. But the NHL is allowed to have standards higher than that.
Yes.
And they do. And so, these players have sat out 2 years. They're going to sit out till December 1st, which is roughly 40% of the season. And they spoke to each of the players, and they said each player based on in-person meetings with the league following the verdicts, expressed regret and remorse for his actions. Nevertheless, we believe their conduct requires formal league-imposed discipline. Given their conduct, we carefully evaluated the players' acquittal in court and the time spent away from the game, taking into account that the players have been away from the game for 20 months, including their acquittals in July. We have determined they will be eligible for a contract no sooner than October 15th and no sooner than December 1st. And this is the NHL, because basically the NHL says all of the players have agreed that they will hold themselves to a higher standard, and essentially NHL's like, we'll be watching. And I think, I know that this for a lot of people is deeply unsatisfying. I think that the legal reality of it was, and I know Gary Bettman essentially has powers to say, yeah, but you just can't play here. The NHLPA, if the NHL had pushed it that far, the NHLPA would have taken this to court, right? And I don't think that either side would have wanted that. The league expects and requires that going forward, each of the players will uphold the standards required of NHL players both on and off the ice. And so, as I said, deeply unsatisfying for a lot of people. For the other half of people, well, of course, they were acquitted. What's the reason to keep them out? And the reason to keep them out is it doesn't matter if it was criminal. It doesn't meet the standards of the league, which is higher than the criminal bar, which it should be. So when we look at this, and we're not going to provide any hot takes, what you should start to look out for is, especially in the case of Carter Hart, I would think that some of these guys are going to be rumored to be signed sooner rather than later. I think some of them are just probably not NHL players.
Well, two of them played significant roles in the NHL when they were suspended.
And
Carter Hart and Michael McLeod.
Right.
Dylan Dubé had a couple pretty good seasons, and his final NHL season was terrible, and his KHL season was even terrible.
Not a high-scoring league, but
he had 4 goals in 45 games or something like that. Like, not a high-scoring player.
Yep.
Right?
Formanton is already re-signed back in Europe.
Switzerland?
Yeah. Back with the
But I believe his deal has an out to where he can leave halfway through that season if he signs, so he can sign an NHL contract.
But if he plays a game in Switzerland, he's not eligible this year, right? Because if you go play a game in Europe, I don't think you're eligible same year.
I think it's just December 1st is the date.
I'm going to check that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cal Foote, Tweener, and who am I missing? Did I get them all? I think I got them all.
Right.
At least 2 of those guys.
Dubé, Foote, Formanton, Hart, McLeod.
Right. Yeah. Okay, you can. But there's like a whole bunch of...
I don't think that's
for whatever reason, that used to be the case, I think. But Formanton, the Senators still hold his rights. Like,
they tried to trade him.
Yeah, but but they have his NHL rights. Like, they haven't relinquished them.
They tried to, he was this young, incredibly fast player, just coming off a 17-goal season, and he wasn't signed to a deal, and people were trying to trade him, or the Sens were trying to trade him. And if you remember, at the time, everyone had to tiptoe around, well, why are they trying to trade him? And we all, we're like, well, there's this thing percolating, and they're trying to ditch this player. Boy, that's sure odd. Like, listen, the NHL obviously doesn't have grounds to keep these players out of the NHL. And that's evidenced in their letting them back in.
Yep.
They're eligible to seek employment in the NHL, and teams are able to sign them. And there's lots of factors here. The factors that the teams are going to look at: can they help us win? Are these guys going to come with a headache, which is obviously terrible PR? Is the benefit that they bring to the team going to outweigh the headache? And as a fan, I guess it's, do I want this player or players to help my team win? And do I want to cheer for this player?
And that's your choice.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Steve. Like, that's what they're weighing, and I think you nailed it on how this goes forward.
I cheer for the Leafs. Could any of these guys help the team that I cheer for win? Yeah, probably. Do I want them on my team? No. Do I want to cheer for them? Fuck no. Am I going to be really, really disappointed if the team that I cheer for signs one of these guys? Yeah. Yeah, but they were guys. I paid attention to the whole thing. I think it was very evident early on. They weren't going to be found criminally guilty, but there was some fucking bullshit that happened. And I'm not interested in having any of them on my hockey team, and any management foolish enough to sign any of these guys, be ready.
Well, I think you look at Joel Quenneville's re-entry into the league. Here's an he's the coach of the Anaheim Ducks. And so there are going to be markets where, there are markets right now in major cities where there's not even a single newspaper that shows up every game. There's not even a single reporter outside of guys that are like self-funded that are showing up and covering this, because media has been cut back significantly too, right? Like across the board. Where guys like this are going to come in, it'll be quiet, and the noise around it won't be thing. But in a market like Toronto, it's always loud. Temperature's always at 100. And so, yeah, I think that's part of it. Now, when we look at this in the future, I think the key thing here is that that when these guys come in, that the teams and the league, they better. I mean, the league's already had an answer. The teams are going to have an answer too. They like any general manager that signs these guys, is the first question is going to be, how do you square this? And I don't know what that answer is going to be, but it will be something that is asked. And I'm curious about what the answer is going to be.
My guess is the answer, you'll be able to cut and paste it side by side with answers we've got in the past, and they'll read identically.
There you go. Yeah. So that's the long and the short of it there. Shall we do a press conference?
Let's do it.
We've told you about the new registered charity called the Progressive Life Center in Ajax, but just in case you've missed it, think of it as a training facility for people with autism, developing athletic skills and developing life skills, work skills, and building confidence. And that's the key, right? It's building confidence that can be so hard for somebody who is on the spectrum. PLC believes in the power of coaching, practice, and building skills progressively. And they give you on-the-job training, resume writing, interview skills, providing you an opportunity or a family member of yours an opportunity to go out and get work. And so much of what we do is predicated on like how we feel about our career. If your career feels bad, then everything it kind of leaks into everything. Imagine what this charity can do for people that may not have had that opportunity in the past. And they're hosting a golf tournament, and it's this coming week, Tuesday, September 16th, Wine Dance Golf Club in Uxbridge, 18-hole shotgun format, $900 to register as a foursome, or you can come yourself just at $225. Info at progressivelifecenter.ca or progressivelifecenter.ca for more details.
The Presser. SDP. The Steve Dangle Press Conference.
Adam mentioned season previews. We are doing the season previews as we do every year. They drop on the SDPN YouTube channel. It'll be about 3 weeks leading up to the start of the season. You'll see them start coming out. We go from west to east in reverse alphabetical order, I think is how we usually do it. And they drop individually on the YouTube channel, and then they also come out as a full pod the weekend before the NHL season. So look out for that. Full season previews. Did we want to talk about Georgiev signing in Buffalo?
Yeah. Are they going to be the first team to play two goalies at once?
What does that mean?
They have a lot of guys now, man. They have UPL. Mm-hmm. They have Levi. Mm-hmm. Didn't they sign Alex Lyon?
I'm pulling it up on Puck Friendly. They got Lyon, UPL, and Georgiev. Yes.
And Levi.
Correct. And Devin Levi. They have a lot of... But Georgiev's deal is on the non-roster goalies part of Puckpedia, so I assume it's AHL deal. $825.
Like
He'll see some games.
he'll likely be waived. Like Alex Lyon has proven to be a better goalie in recent memory. So is UPL. Levi, it makes sense to have in the minors. So Georgiev is getting paid to be the 1B in Rochester? Fuck. That's tough, man.
It's a hard fall.
Yeah. From a guy who had real promise. Real promise. Damn. That sucks, man. That really sucks. I'm rooting for
Maybe
the
it'll
guy.
help him get his game back because there is talent there. It just like in Colorado and in San Jose, it just did not go well. Did not go well at all.
Some goalies have exploded in Colorado, man. Like, or maybe after leaving Colorado.
Well, Francouz and who's the other guy?
Well, Francouz got hurt, but friggin'
the guy in Seattle.
oh, I know, Grubauer.
That's it. Yeah.
You went from Vesna to pretty sure he was bad in the playoffs the year he was a Vesna.
Is that the Taze Makar effect?
Well, and then he goes to Seattle. Has not been good since.
No.
Not a day of it. And then poor Alexander. Blackwood's been pretty good. Boy. Yeah, he's like, honest to God, on their organizational depth chart, 4. You're the 4th goalie in Buffalo. Fuck. When did that happen?
But at the AHL level, they got to have guys that play, there's always 3 or 4 goalies that play in the AHL team, right?
Sure, and you're one of them. That's tough, man.
You could get your game back. Build yourself back up. I mean, that's an opportunity that he should take.
Just maybe.
By the
he
end
might
of the
get claimed.
season, who are their 2 goalies?
By the end of the season?
UPL, free space, right? And then that's Lyon and Devin Levi. Devin Levi's got to be the guy that we thought Devin Levi was going to be 2 years ago.
The correct answer is one of UPL, probably not, Lyon, maybe, or Georgiev, possibly, get traded to a contender because it ain't going to be Buffalo. And Levi might get called up to be a full-timer by the end.
He had a pretty good record in the AHL last year, 919 save percentage.
His AHL numbers are stupendous.
But his Sabres numbers are awful. But
they're the Sabres.
There's the Sabres.
Yes.
They're the Sabres. So do you, maybe if you're Kevin Adams, are you just like, literally, we don't want this guy playing for our team this year. We want him one more year in the AHL.
No, that's what it should be. It was too much too soon.
So if there's an injury, then Georgiev goes up and backs up, not Devin Levi.
That is how it should be, yeah. That's how it should be.
He's 23. At some point, you want him to crack the NHL.
You do, but
They're bad.
you stink. You yucky caca. Who wants to sign that right now?
Alexander Georgiev.
Georgiev. Oh yeah, he wanted to. He wanted to. How long was the deal?
1 year.
Oh, a
1 year.
Get me the fuck out of here.
$825.
You know what blew me away about that Darren Ferris interview is they talked openly about how Taylor Hall signed there and did not want to be there. Yeah, got him the 8. Yeah, you got him the 8. John Shannon said you got him the 8 million in Buffalo. And he's like, yep, and he didn't want to sign there.
Yeah.
And we wasn't expected to stay. I was like, oh my god, that. Oh.
Yeah, can't believe he kept me on as his agent.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the real chestnut checkers move there, Darren.
Yeah, no kidding.
What the fuck?
Okay, I got 2 choose your own adventures. Or I got to choose your own adventure, 2 different options. So it's 2 things we missed that are in like the last couple weeks-ish. I don't believe we ever talked about Seattle's new 3rd jersey. And
No.
I don't think we ever talked about Bill Daly meeting with groups in Atlanta on expansion. Which story would you like to touch on?
Well, my cousin Ryan is obsessed with the Kraken now.
Oh.
He lives there.
Okay.
And he's jacked about the 3rd jersey, so he sent that along. But I am more interested.
Oh.
I like the 3rd jersey thing.
You only get one. Sorry to whoever wants to hear the other story. Adam's going to pick one.
What are we going to do? A, it's cool, or it's not cool.
I would rather talk about your favorite brand of fertilizer than Bill Daly going into
We're doing Atlanta
with a
expansion.
perspective-
Do Atlanta.
No!
Do it. Make him.
I'm leaving.
Why though?
It's
Why?
Bill Daly speaking to a rich guy about would you like a hockey team? And the guy says, yes, Bill. I don't care.
I do. I'm curious about the timeline. What's the timeline? That's the question.
The only question. It is a one-sentence answer, and we're done with the topic.
Okay, so Jesse, can you get us the one sentence?
I'm gonna read you this from The Score, which summarized Greg Wyshynski's reporting on the meeting.
If you read more than 20 words, I'm driving home.
I will have to. I'm sorry.
I can't
One
believe you would bring
sentence
the
is
words
more
up.
than 20 words.
Greg Wyshynski to this
pounding?
podcast.
Okay.
So the NHL met with multiple groups looking to make Atlanta home to the league's 33rd franchise, according to Greg Wyshynski. Bill Daly met with these people. Krause Sports and Entertainment plans to build an 18,000-seat arena as part of a $3 billion development project in Forsyth County.
That is relevant to Forsyth County.
Alpharetta Sports and Entertainment Group, formed by ex-NHL player and current analyst Anson Carter, aims to build a rink on the site of North Point Mall, about 30 minutes from where the Thrashers used to play. Since the July meetings, discussions with the NHL haven't advanced to the point where groups are making proposals, Daly noted. However, he said that starting construction on either project wasn't a prerequisite for bringing the expansion idea to owners.
So there's no timeline.
It's definitely not shovels in the ground. It is having a fully baked plan to propose. I think both groups are aspirational in what they want to achieve and how they intend to get there, but we haven't gotten more than that. We need a plan that's a little more actionable than where we currently are.
Yeah, and
there we go.
I have to tell you, from what I have heard, Krause Sports is a lot more real about this. And it's not any sort of denigration against the other group, which I think, like you said, involves Anson Carter, but from what I have heard, the Krause thing is further along than the other group. Steve, are you falling asleep? All right, let's move on.
Oh, shit.
No, I honestly, the expansion, I think, is an interesting topic in the NHL. I said this a million times, but they're outlined different than the other three pro North American male sports. You know, they don't have as many markets as the MLB and the NFL and the NBA. They're not in as many cities. So expansion should happen in the NHL to get to those cities. They should be in a place like Atlanta. They should be in Houston. They need to get to these markets. And I think there's a good conversation on how quickly that should come.
Yep.
There's a fear amongst
No information.
There's a fear amongst fans, I know, in different parts of the hockey world that it'll water down the talent pool. I know a couple people here aren't believers of
We've
that.
talked about all of these things.
I think we have conversations all the time that we have all the time.
Yeah, the thing about the news cycle is it often
We
repeats.
should never talk about the Leafs again unless it's a completely new conversation.
Unless
There
it's
are
the third
32
round.
teams that exist that we can talk about.
All right. I won't bring up expansion ever again.
Even when it happens. We won't even talk about the expansion draft.
I would
If
love to
there's
talk
a
about
new
it when it
team,
happens.
we're not talking about it.
No.
I am in the business of talking about teams that exist.
Why are you adverse to talking about expansion?
Ugh, boo, no. That's why.
What? No, but that's
Because we're talking about Bill Daly
yeah.
having a conversation with a guy. That's not a thing. Bill Daly has conversations with guys all the time, and they are all different degrees of boring. This is, if I lived in Forsyth County, wherever the shit that is, I would be super interested in that. And I would be super interested in the 30-minute drive difference in this arena versus the other one that they played in.
I think
It doesn't matter to me until they exist.
I think a 33rd NHL team being added to the sport that you cover is fascinating.
Yeah, I do too.
It has not been added. It's not close to being added. They haven't put shovels in the ground.
You can say that about anything we speculate.
Yeah.
The Kaprizov deal hasn't happened. It hasn't.
McDavid is 10 months away.
We talk about news, and there is news.
We need to do 15 minutes on Quebec.
No, but that's
Because
actually
they
not
want
real.
a team
No, they
These
don't.
guys want a team too.
They're never getting a team.
They want.
They're never getting.
Yeah,
a
but
team.
they want one.
No.
And they have an arena.
Honestly, Steve, if you wanted to have a conversation on why a Quebec team wouldn't work, I think that is a very interesting conversation because there's a lot of information there that I don't think the public understands fully, and people within Quebec City who want a team, like they don't understand the sponsorships. So I actually don't agree with you. I think that is a conversation. Why? I don't think that's a good example of something we shouldn't talk about.
Maybe you're right. Where are we at on Houston?
I don't know, actually. I don't think there's been a recent update.
Well, let's find it out.
We
are now in the business of talking about fictional fantasy teams.
The Kaprizov contract that isn't signed is a fictional contract.
That is a player on a team. That is a real player on a real team.
Atlanta is a place in America.
It
is not. I'm not.
So is Houston.
I'm not talking about.
So is Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
So is. Let's keep going.
And those
Hooters
places aren't getting a team.
Isn't there a Hooters, Florida?
I don't
Florida
know.
getting
I don't
a
know.
team?
I don't know if you know that.
Listen, I think it's interesting, Jesse.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now, is Bill Daly the most electric personality I've ever been exposed to? I would say no.
No, he's building a team in Horseshoe County.
You know what's interesting though? I will say this. They have said before, oh, well, they need to have an arena ready to go. And now he's saying, well, does it have to be shovels in the ground? I'm like, okay, so then, because what's happened is the economic situation has changed. The economy is a lot more sluggish and a lot weaker now than it was a couple of years ago. And they're saying, and all these guys are saying, yeah, maybe a couple of years ago I would have done that, but I'm not just going to build this and then hope and cross my fingers that you award me a team. Which is the smart, prudent business thing to do.
Let me know when there's shovels in the ground so you can put me in the hole. So I don't have to listen.
Oh my God.
I don't care.
Okay.
No. The Coyotes are gone. I don't want to have any more conversations about construction. Fuck.
Well, you're in hockey. You're going to have to.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We talk about roster construction all the time.
We're having a conversation about the idea of construction.
We have hypothetical conversations all the time. I don't know why this one bothers.
Yeah.
Because it's a hypothetical about construction.
Yeah, but we do hypotheticals literally all the time.
This team is not going to impact
I
our
find
life
construction
for
very
half a
interesting.
decade.
That's
So,
we don't know about that.
honestly, the expansion draft for the 33rd team might come within the next 5 years.
Oh, might for sure.
Yeah.
Two will come in
is-
the next 5 years.
So that will impact our lives.
Yeah.
I might get hit by a moose on the way home.
You might.
I hope not.
Let's talk about that.
We could. I think we'd have a very entertaining conversation on that.
Yeah, and you know what? He'd be totally fine because he's not going fast enough to hurt anybody or
It's
himself.
true. One of the benefits of living in Toronto is
unless
you'll
he's
never
late.
be going fast enough to be killed by a moose.
Unless you're late. Then Steve likes to speed when he's late, which is often.
How would I speed in Toronto
Yeah.
City?
No, now this is a boring conversation.
Yeah.
You want to talk about boring? Let's talk about Steve's drive to work.
All right.
One
No,
more
that's
time.
not what
need
I
a
was
poll.
discussing.
One more time.
What I was discussing is my
the
ability to survive a moose crash.
I need a poll. What would you rather hear the SDP talk about?
Oh, give it.
NHL expansion or traffic? I need that on the YouTube channel. What do the majority of listeners want to hear?
I want to know.
What do the people?
I legitimately want to know. I know what I'd rather talk about.
Traffic.
Yeah, something that exists and affects my life and everyone can relate to, or a billionaire's conversation with Bill fucking Daly. Gag me with a spoon. Take out my tonsils without anesthesia. Jesus Christ. Bill Daly. William Daly. And a billionaire I've never met. Fuck. Kill me.
You know Anson Carter.
Yeah.
I know of Anson Carter. Did I meet Anson Carter? I did him a favor once. Like,
Oh, yeah?
when he worked at have I ever met him in person? He worked at Sportsnet for a hot minute, and I thought it would be funny to get him an Anson Carter McFarlane figure so that he could have it on set with him at Sportsnet.
And?
I think he used it on air.
Oh, so you got him the figure.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
now he owes me season seats to his hypothetical.
You just said you don't care about his team and you don't like Atlanta.
Yeah, you said
Atlanta.
you hate him.
I didn't say I don't like Atlanta.
You said that it's stupid that the Falcons don't charge their fans modern prices for food too.
Yeah.
Which is like, I think that's crazy.
I think Ludacris's first couple albums were really good.
They were.
If Atlanta gets a new hockey team, do you call them the Thrashers?
No, you got to get away from that.
Really?
That name is a byword for failure.
Sometimes you want to honor history.
There's no history there.
That's not history you want to honor.
The Jets were genuinely a Stanley Cup threat every year in the 80s. Mm-hmm. It's just they ran into Gretzky.
I can get behind this conversation.
This is expansion.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not. Bill Daly met with a guy.
No. You didn't shut that down. You shut down talk of expansion. Talking about the Thrashers and what logo and name they should use is talk of expansion.
Yes.
So, Steve, I think you have conceded the loss.
I have conceded. No, Jesse, you took a topic from the brink of extinction and made it work.
Yes, thank you.
Which is, you're talented.
Thank you.
This is a compliment. This is a compliment to you that you took a topic that fucking sucks and made it good.
I think you bring back Thrashers.
Nah.
I think those jerseys were so cool.
They were.
They were ugly cool,
Yeah, the logo was cool.
Did you think that when they existed, though?
I looking back on it, I think it probably has a bit of that Raptors pinstripe nostalgia thing, because I think at the time everybody trashed those jerseys. We all thought they were ugly, but then people looking back and they're like, "90s aesthetic, it's cool." So maybe I have that blurring in my mind where it's like it's just nostalgic, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember people loving the Coyotes Kachina jersey. Like when
I saw them everywhere.
When it first came out,
right? And
Well,
I
I
think
don't know
those
what
are one of the prettiest jerseys we've ever had.
and then they brought it back, and we were like, "Why did they ever get rid of this?"
Yeah.
Well, everybody hated the Captain Highliner Islanders jersey when it came out.
I think they still do.
Those are ugly.
Well, people are like, "Oh, I want one of those," but maybe they just wear it for the vibes,
I think in the 23 season, I did a video and I ranked every team's home jersey, and I had the Kachina at 1. Like I was the best
good.
jersey that season.
Their
It was
reverse
awesome.
retro
Yeah.
banged,
Yeah, it was sick.
banged. But at the time when it was like, "Hey, we're a team in Arizona and we wear forest green and maroon," we were all like, "Pardon?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't.
Okay, so secondary question. They bring back the Coyotes. Do you call them the Coyotes?
Yes,
Yeah?
because they're the Coyotes.
and they did.
But that's the same thing.
yeah,
They
no,
stunk.
but they went to the conference finals. They had success. The Thrashers played literally
The
5
Coyotes had
playoff
like
games.
one good season.
But they still exist. They're like a ghost kitchen. Like it would be like a team. It'd be
Yeah.
like the Leafs being like, "We're the Robins now."
Don't throw away. Listen,
I'm bringing back both
brand
names.
is nothing in Arizona. Like I told you when I went to Arizona for my first honeymoon, I asked them where the arena was, and the woman at Hertz Rent-A-Car was like, "I don't know who those people are," and I'm like, "I'm in Phoenix." Now they were in Glendale at the time, but it's not that far. She's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. There is no hockey here." It's like, okay, all right, cool, man. So
That happened. In fairness, though, that happened when I was in Regina, Saskatchewan. I was like, "I'd like to go to the arena," and the guy's like, "I don't know where that is." I'm like, "Okay, so you know all the buildings? Yeah. Okay, go to the biggest one."
which is the rounded one?
Yeah, go to the
top.
biggest one and take me there.
I think you bring back both. I think if you put the team back in Phoenix, you call them the Coyotes. You put the team back in Atlanta, you call them the Thrashers.
I think why not the Flames? Why can't they be the Atlanta Flames?
They exist.
That was their listen.
They exist
Yeah,
now.
but they had it first.
Okay, I think you take it from the Flames, put it in Atlanta.
That's right.
And then the Flames get to be something else.
They get to be. You know what? The Calgary Flames can be.
Calgary, we want taxpayer money.
That's
That's what you call them. That's what you call them.
Calgary handouts.
Oh no! You can't.
The
do
Calgary hat in hands.
that. The Calgary. This billionaire is broke. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
It'll be
want to
great
spend
for
my
the public
billions.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
The Calgary, you pay for it.
Yo, man, straight up, public money into billionaire arena projects is fucking insane.
It's a
I just
joke.
can't believe it. I can't believe that this happens. Anyway,
We love billions.
yeah.
All right.
See, we're talking about billionaires again. Not into it.
Also, let's be honest. Like, if you had that kind of money, I don't want the government involved?
Yeah.
What a pain in the ass. Even going to get my driver's license renewed sucks.
Oh, no.
Like, no.
Oh, Adam,
I'll just handle it myself.
You're taking a detour to Horseshoe County. Oh, no.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake.